easier for like lighting sake. So it's what, like, you have the sunlight coming in over here really nice. I've got my other light on. But I am going to start with the tail. So I did try to make this as a super motion. So like you can kind of see the segments like underneath the fur and like where my darts are. I'm not really wild about this fur. It's not as long. So like for the tail, not ideal. I think I had bought this color fur originally and like this length to make a fursuit of my original Sona, who is now my shop mascot. But I don't know, like for a first tail, I don't think it's bad, especially because I did a curly one. Like this was a freaking nightmare, dude. So like it wrinkles a lot because of the curves, but I tried. It does have, like, it's got a lot of bounce, which I really like. I didn't do the angle of this quite right. I am happy with like the job I did attaching the straps. Like they feel very solid. I stitched the hell out of these, and there is a little bit of EVA foam on the backing, but it doesn't sit like this, like that on the body. It sits at a horrible angle, so I'll have to take that into consideration. Although I think my Nemo's tail, the current one, also kind of does that, so whatever. But for a first time, I think I should not have done something this complicated. But I am really happy with the turnout. It's really soft though. This fur is really nice. I probably won't use. Oh, it's still shedding horribly. Oh my gosh. I have sticky rolled this a million times and it still is just shedding for like nobody's business. I think this was from Big Z, so I'm not really surprised because they've had horrible reviews on most of their fur anymore. Whatever. But yeah, I'm still pretty happy with it though. The thicker straps were nice. Like it's in concept really good, but overall, whatever. I don't think I really did it that great. So the paws, I used a pattern from Bite Me Fursuits. I freaking love this pattern. I thought this was really great, and honestly, like, other than like attaching this like here, everything was like in pattern perfect. I like the claws, they turned out really good. I stuffed the crap out of them, maybe a little too much, I don't know. But they are still very mobile. I very much like these. This pattern I'm definitely going to be using. I maybe stuffed the beans a little too much, but if not, oh well. But also, I'm sorry, I did want to mention, like, I have my window open, so I'm sorry if, like, I know the cars are going to be a little louder. I'm sorry if you don't like cicadas. I love the sound of cicadas. Like, that is, like, my favorite summer sound. It's just so comfy and soothing. So I hope you also like them. If not, I'm sorry. But yeah, these are fantastic. I love it. It's like the mic is actually like up here out of the way. I don't have a good space to really set it up on my desk, so. But yeah, I love these. I think like my fingers are splayed out, especially my pinky. Like it's splayed out a little too much, and that's probably because of the stuffing, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm very happy with these. Although since I used a pre-existing pattern, it's kind of hard to fail or mess up. I think like my edge stitch here, like my bias tape is pretty okay. The lining, I used this lining for Viscount's paws, and it's pretty great, honestly. It's thin, which is nice, but it does also shift around inside a lot, I think, because of that. But it's, and when it does get like a little sweaty, they are, I don't think these are going to be that hard to get on, but like Viscounts are, because I made them like almost skin tight to my hands. But these turned out really great though. I desperately want to get squeakers for paws in the future to make, because it's just so fun, but I love it. So I'm very, very pleased with these. So now we will get on to my head. Oh my gosh, I will have to write it on because I don't remember who I got. I don't remember who I got the neck pattern from. They're one of like the prominent ones you can find on Etsy, but this is bad. Like this transition from the head, the bucket to the fur is horrible, and I hate it. It might be because the bucket's too big. I don't know. I guess that'll be more trial and error. The ears are not great. I'm not super thrilled with them. And while this fur is really soft and nice, it doesn't matter how nicely you like pull the fur from out of the seams or what the hell you do. They're visible. They're horribly visible, and like obviously from different colors it's fine, and you can tell the white is a higher quality just because like the seams do hide better, like a little bit. But yeah, I will not be buying this short fur, like especially from Big C, ever again, because I hate this. But anyway, so I think the face overall isn't in bad shape. I do like it. This was supposed to be a Nemo remake. This was supposed to be Nemo, you know, like 2.0, 1.5, whatever, like, but made by me. And it just looked too doggy as opposed to hyena. Oh, I just realized how crooked his nose kind of is. Damn. But anyway, I think the eyes are inset way too much. The brows are too much. So he looks really, he looks like really like kind of Cro-Magnon, like a football player. I don't know, I'm not super thrilled about it. And then like it got super wrinkly right here. I don't know why. I tried so hard to like straighten this out and fix it, and it just bad. The detailing on this went nice. I think attaching the brows went nice, but everything else was not. But it's my first one, so I have to give myself a little grace, I guess. Like the eye lining is not great. The paint, I should have gone with a lighter brown because it is really hard to see that they are like brown. Because I wanted to keep it natural. Oh well. Things I am very proud of. Aside from being a little crooked and wonky, the nose is fantastic. I think I did really well on this, and it is pickable. It's definitely thin, so like, you know, like pencils will fit very nicely through there. You can't really put a full finger through there. Excuse me, a worm on a string would fit. But I think for doing my first suit and a first nose and making it pickable, I'm pretty proud. You can't see my face, but I'm pretty proud of myself. I think that went like really shockingly well. The lining of the mouth isn't bad. I did add some felt to the edges just to give the lips a little extra something. Like again, it's not great. It's a little wonky, but it's not bad. I don't hate it. The teeth are, I think, fantastic. I did thread sculpt them, so like the little front TVs got some sculpting. It's crazy how putting the teeth in wildly changed the way this suit looks. Like it went from like, yeah, okay, to like, yeah, okay. Amazing. The tongue is Velcro. Minky, I did stitch. I debated if I was gonna do this like outer seam, and I did because I thought it did look nicer. But like I like the Velcro that you have the option. Nails here. I like having the option of changing it out. I probably won't include an extra tongue in here, but again, like it's another thing. Like it makes such a difference having it in there. So yeah, overall for the first, it's not terrible, but it's definitely not great. So I found I have a huge problem And I think this is just a me problem. So if anyone has any suggestions, please drop them in the comments for me. So my nose sits, I think, about here on the bridge, like, you know, where, like, just before where the muzzle starts. Viscount's the only one that kind of doesn't too bad because of the mask base that he has. But, like, I have this problem with Nemo, I have this problem with this guy. It crushes my nose bridge. I think it's because I have a big freaking nose. I'm gonna say it, I don't care, I'm aware. I've got, like, that big, like, you know, like, bump in the top of the nose. Like, it's 100% from my father's side of the family. I hate it, but I don't think about it too often, so it's whatever. But, like, do I need to, like, extend the muzzle cave? Or just, like, do I need to make the bucket head shorter for, like, personal use? Because I think for the average person, this would be totally fine to wear. I don't think it's gonna, like, crush your nose or anything. But, like, it's horrible and I hate it. And suggestions, please. So yeah, the neck pattern turned out really good. Again, it's a pre-made pattern, so oops, not bad. It looks just really wonky because of the way it attaches. Maybe I needed to make it wider to fit the head. I'm going to keep that in mind for the future. Finishing the edges was a little time consuming, but not bad. I used one of these brushes to, like, pull the fur from the stitching, so that way it's not, like, stuck in there. It doesn't look terrible. Again, like, the lining should have been a lot longer. I believe this is called a hairbrush cleaner brush. I think, who was it? They made the Gummy Goo suit. It might have been Eno Dog, but they used this for fleece, you know, for like this to, like, help brush out the seams to make them less noticeable. Obviously I left it on the nose because I wanted that accent, like, lines, but this has been, like, really helpful just to get, like, smaller spots easier to brush out, especially seams. So if your stitching gets you a couple of these or one of these, whatever, this is awesome. So yeah, the lining is pretty good. I don't know how well you'll be able to see inside here. Maybe I can zoom in. Maybe not. Oh well. Anyway, too much. Don't look at my desk. It's messy. But yeah, the lining is, again, like, it okay. It not great. Like, the eye meshes and everything, like, it's covered, so you're not gonna get, like, any faux fur touching you on the inside. It's a little, it's not like it's a little stiff because of the glue, but not bad. So overall, I think I did pretty good for a first one. But this guy will be in my Etsy shop. I'm still trying to figure out pricing, so it probably, by the time this premieres, like, it probably will be up. So if he hasn't sold, he will be available if you're interested in a starter suit. I think this would be a good, like, starter option because, like, it's not gonna be expensive. We're not talking, like, even $800 for a mini partial here, because, like, I cannot in good conscience charge that. Maybe at some point, like, after I get a couple more under my belt, we will, but we'll see. The problem is I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of cool shit that I want to do, and I don't have the technical skill to do it yet. And it's so funny because, like, all the parts that I was, like, scared to start on this, like the foam carving, that terrified the hell out of me to even think about, but, like, I actually really enjoy it. The problem is I get a little too meticulous, and I get trying to make everything perfectly even, and I think, too, like, the symmetry on this guy is really nice, okay? Like, I should soft pictures of, like, my process. I should put in as we go along, because, like, I'm proud of that. I think that turned out well. There's, like, some bits here and there where it's like, bro, what the heck were you doing? I don't know what I was doing, straight up, but turned out pretty okay, though. So for a first complete, because like technically Viscount's my first suit, but this is my first fully outside of the eyes, because they are eye blanks that I purchased. Outside of that, fully 100% done by me, you know, hand carved, hands, you know, patterned and stitched and everything. I am glad I started getting into this, because like sewing is already in my wheelhouse. Like I have this here. I made this a couple years ago now. It was meant to be a Mary Lude Christmas ornament that I never finished. But like stitching little tiny details are my jam. I love doing that. So that's why I was like, oh yeah, making fursuits should be like cake, right? Outside of the carving, which turns out I'm actually okay at and I enjoy. So yeah. So I wanted to show this off in ASMR version because I thought that would be fun and different. I am going to start making Nemo's new suit in this very near future here. So I will be filming that. I'm still trying to work out the logistics of how I'm going to film and like how much to show, how much to cut. So we'll figure it out when I get there. But I think that'll be really fun and definitely different. So I hope you guys will tune in for that. Thank you for tuning into this one. And I will see you guys in the next one, okay?